My name is Lavpreet Singh. My student ID is 2346824. Now I'm going to talk about social inequality in Canada, like Ted Rogers' family background. Firstly, I'll talk about family background. His family was wealthy to begin with. His grandfather was working at Imperial Oil, and his father also invented a tube that went inside the radios. In his early life, when he was very young, his little age, his father passed away, unfortunately. After that, his mother sent him a very unique school, Canada College, where he started making money by betting on the horse ride races. That's why. If I'm going to talk about his career, after some time he bought a radio station while studying at the university. Wealth control by 2008, family of Roger Shaw's controlled the most of the cable TVs in Canada. That helps them become wealthy. And if I'm going to talk about some challenges, there are like a drug addiction, poverty, high dropout rates of schools, results in the bad choices of life among the Aboriginal in Saskatchewan. In tribalism, on kinship, it's divided on which family you belong to, and some families are having a high status and more than lower that others are as a tribal societies have a lower status. The tribe is a collection and a cluster of some families who are having a love relationship, who are having like a love relationship with each other, and so many is not everything is determining the social classification. Sometimes there are like other factors. If we talk about a social status, then the social status which comes with we talk about social status which extend the like a person is being reported, respected, and get a good behavior in the society. There are two kinds of social status, like ascribed status and achieved status. If I'm going to talk about the ascribed status, it means we got it ourselves and by like achieving it ourselves, but we didn't choose that, but we get it. If I'm going to talk about the achieved status, we think we got it by our efforts because we want it by our efforts. So everything we are getting is effort is achieved. All societies are having this at the same time, but some societies are giving the more importance and some societies are giving not, and some societies don't care about very much about achievements. The most important thing for us in which family, which caste belong to. So ascribed status are the most important. All the societies are closed stratification systems because they don't allow society mobility. Social movement means social movement from a one level to another level, higher as lower, downward to upward. For example, if you are from a low caste and you get a higher education and get a money from a higher cost or anything, then it doesn't mean that we're surpassing the higher position. But if we have a good thing, but we will still are low caste if we are from that. That's why the ascribed status and achieved status is a different one. So it's called the stratification systems, which don't allow social mobility, and it's the movement from a stratification to another stratification level, from one to another. There are different kinds of social mobility, like a horizontal social mobility and a vertical social mobility. If I will talk about the horizontal social mobility, we will move to like another occupation, but the within the same level. We are staying on the same level but changing the place but on the same level. If I'm going to talk about the vertical social mobility, it means like upward, downward. It isn't about the position because it changes the position up to downward or upward. In a horizontal social mobility, we will change our job, but both jobs are considered to be equal. But it's a different and the opposite in the vertical. As we are going to encourage children to study hard, and when they grow up, they will get higher education, position, they will be in a higher social status in the future. It's called the intergenerational relation. Sorry, I mistake on the spellingly. It's called intergenerational social mobility. It's the future generation of the family in a higher social status. Like there's also one important part of this lesson, meritocracy. This society that is evaluating people according to their qualifications is called meritocracy. It's not a democracy because democracy is like a political system, but the meritocracy is not a political system. It's like a social system in the society that is evaluating people as we are applying for a job, and other people are also applying for the same job. Like one from a politics son, and one is from a like a very rich family, and the another one is from like a very special person, and one like a very normal person, like from a lower caste but with high qualification. And if the job is selected to those by the high qualification, then it's the meritocracy. If it is not possible, like they select the politician or the special person or like the rich family son, then it's not the meritocracy. Like it can in functionalism, we have three main theories like functionalism, conflict theory, symbolic interactionism. In every chapter, social inequality is very important. Like the Davis Moore is one of the great scholars who belong to functionalism as well as care about social stability more than anything else because it's very important to us. They didn't care about the poor people or labor or lowest caste getting their rights because they are busy in themselves. Symbolic symbolic interactionalism says that the factors which impact our like many factors, not one, which are different from one to another. That's why symbolic interactionism doesn't like macro sociology. It likes the micro sociology is the study of small scale, but the macro sociology is a bigger scale. Like it's a between individuals and each other in a society. The global inequality colonialism is after industrial revolution where the European countries were able to build strong armies. For example, England has a very big industry of textiles. They needed two inputs. If I'm going to talk about neo-colonialism, it's an indirect occupation because it's not a direct or not direct control with an army because the power is more important than money. Or if I'm going to talk about the Pierre Bourdieu's habits definition, these habits refers to the ways that people think about like informed by social background. It is molded through upbringing and life experiences. In the poverty rate, it also informs the manners through which person navigates through the world and make a sense of the world. What's it make a sense? If it doesn't make a sense, then it's not a normal conversation. Like the poverty rates like a 10.1% maybe. Canadians about 3 point something 5 or 7 million below the poverty line using the MBM. I forgot the full form. If I'm going to talk about some theories and systems, closed and open systems, closed system like it means people are born into and stay in the social position. In the open systems, it allows for more social mobility, though movement is still influenced by structural functions. There are some consequences of social satisfaction. It affects income, education, health, and overall life. Uh, if I'm going to talk about the social class satisfaction, working class parents also tend to put a greater emphasis on audience, obedience, and discipline compared to their upper middle class counterparts. Thank you so much.